Yeah, we finally got some more Nisekoi. We finally come back with season 2. Yeah, baby, look at all that Nisekoi. So definitely comes thing from season 2. One thing that's very obvious at the start of this episode, and like probably for a lot of fans that saw throughout the series, like this series started getting a lot more episodic with its romance, and this is definitely, although there were a few elements that happened in this episode that kind of led a little bit to canon, it was like, yeah, it was kind of noticeable that, yeah, the second season of Nisekoi obviously was showing that, you know, hey, we're going in a more episodic route, and I've got to say, I love the new opening. The new opening is just couple. I like how the opening itself is its own little story. Like, you get to see, like, all the brand new characters shown in there. Like, you get to see, like, I don't want to say who most of these characters are. It's obviously, since you're an anime only watcher, and, you know, you probably want to, like, keep a little surprised about who these characters are. So it's kind of cool. It's like a whole little bicycle little like adventure, and it's like you get to see like Chitoge use like her whole little back for little kick that she did from like episode 1, little nostalgia. You see like Raku trying to save the girl. It was like an actually really cool opening just by visual. I thought it was very clever that most openings not only show events that happened in the series, yeah, it showed characters that we haven't seen yet in the anime, but I really like that it's actually, the opening is its own little story. It felt like this could have been a chapter of the series itself. And even as well with the ending, I think the ending's adorable. I honestly think the ending's adorable. We're seeing like Chitoge there, like Malika, like and all them. I mean, honestly, that's one thing to be said as well. As straight up with this series as well, it's obviously, I'm obviously Team Chitoge and Team Malika from pretty much this point now. It's like, yep, I'm still on the two sides, mainly because Chitoge's really grown me on the series, but definitely one thing that's to say right now, if you really don't like episodic, you won't like this, especially with second season. Like, you get to see like Chitoge saying, I'm in love, you know, and her like trying to like impress Raku and everything, and it's like Raku's a dumb piece of shit and he doesn't know. It's like she does everything, puts lipstick on, a scarf, she puts like a new little ribbon on her hair. Like, I really did like, and I thought it was really adorable with Chitoge when she was like in the mirror and she was actually like adjusting a little bow and like her hair and stuff like that. I thought that was honestly just adorable things. Like, this is like a bunch, I think this is like about like 3 chapters or something like that. It was like a bunch of like one-off like little chapters, I believe, that was in this, and I did like it, but this show is more suited to that. And I remember reading this in the manga and I was like, this is fucking boring. Like, this is generally, and I guess that's because like I don't have to wait that long, and it's like I kind of know what I'm getting into. It's so basically one thing to say, yeah, it gets a lot more episodic. That's one thing to say about it, but it's still enjoyable. It still has its good moments from the season 1. You know, it has a little bits there, and I'm looking very forward to something that comes up very soon in the series. So I hope you guys enjoyed as much as I did. I thought this was a really fun episode. For itself, yeah, very episodic, not the, you know, great return of Nisekoi, although Nisekoi was never something very special in the first place. It was just an above average like slice of life comedy with Sharp on it, making it look very nice and very pretty. So it was always above average. So definitely, I think a fair score of a 6 to a 6.5 out of 10 is very justice to this. It's a fine episode. I mean, you're not going to be blown away by it. Definitely, you know, budgeting is not as high as like, you know, episode 1, where it's just like all dramatized, but it definitely looks really nice and it looks really colorful and it just looks nice. It looks colorful and pretty, and that's one thing I really like about Nisekoi, is that the like, from compared to the manga to the anime, I like the anime a lot more than I do the mangas, and I'm really looking forward to picking up season 1 very soon. So yeah, very good, and thank you very much for watching as always, and I'll see you guys next time.